Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use our next to last sensor, and then we'll introduce a bunch of other sensors along the way. But this is our light sensor. This sensor is from Adafruit. Like all other sensors, it says what the name is, BH1750, a light sensor. And then again, on the back, you can kind of see it roughly where it says I2C there right in the middle. So if it works on I2C, it's going to be written on the sensor somewhere. So given that it's an I2C sensor, we are going to plug it into our hub. And this is my last little spot on this hub. So if I needed more I2C, I'd have to get another hub and connect them. So there's my light sensor. Okay. So like all my other extensions, I have to get, or like all my other sensors, I need an extension. So I'm going to go to extensions. I am going to get a BH1750. Oops. BH1750, because that's the name of the sensor, and I'm going to search for it. And there it is. It's the only one that shows up. So I'm going to install that. There it is. It's my little, it looks like a little sun beside it. Right? So let's do the same thing as what we've done in previous sessions. Is I'm going to create a new variable. And I'm going to make this variable, I'm going to call this one lux, because that's the unit of measure for light. Okay. And I'm going to drag my set lux. And I need to go to my BH1750 sensor, and I'm just going to get the intensity. Okay. But there's a couple of special things that you have to do with the light sensor. I have to go over to my OnStart block. Okay. And notice here there's a couple of things. I have to tell it which location it's going to get installed on. Okay. And I have to turn it on. Okay. So I just put these two in the OnStart block because that just makes it where when it boots up the Microbit, it turns it on and it tells it where it is to go find it. And that's all that there is to it. Now in my show data block, I can do exactly the same thing as I did at my water temperature. I'm going to insert a new line, and I'm just going to copy these blocks again and pop them in. So it's basically these three blocks over and over and over again, okay, to get your data showing up on your screen. So here I've got my insert new line, and this is going to be light equals, and I'm going to choose my variable lux. Awesome. Alright, and I've got my stuff in my show data. Okay, and I'm going to now take my Microbit. I am going to plug it in. It should connect automatically, and if you're not sure, you can do these three little dots again, and there it goes, connecting. Connect it. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to click download. Awesome. Alright, now let's stick our Microbit in. Oh, I'm going to unplug it, and I'm going to stick it in. Alright. Alright, my temperature is still hot, and my humidity is pretty good. Okay, so that's good. And let's see what I'm getting on my screen now. Yep, so now I've got my air temperature, I've got my humidity, I've got my water temp, and I've got a light reading of 85. And you can always test out your light sensor. As the light sensor is, the little sensors are on the top of it, is I am going to break out my flashlight on my phone. And I'm going to hold it over it. And I'm getting a light reading of 11,363. Alright, so, and then if I take it out again, I'm down to 683 again. And the next reading should even be a little bit lower, probably. Yeah, 614. Alright, and then if I cover it up completely, now I'm down to 0, right? Completely dark. Okay, so that is how we connect up our light sensor.